What I want to do now is share with you a fascinating connection between modern neuroscience and ancient meditation. Specifically, how does the brain physically change through meditation? And what role does a substance called myelin have in deepening our spiritual meditative practice? We often think of meditation as a spiritual discipline, but neuroscience shows us that it also functions like any trainable skill, just like learning a musical instrument or a sport. Your brain builds skill through repeated activation of certain neural pathways. Each time you do your meditation, each time you do that practice, you repeatedly activate that network that's linked to awareness, attention, calmness, and compassion. And this is where myelin comes in. Now, you may be asking, what is myelin? Well, myelin is a fatty insulating substance that wraps around the neural pathways in your brain. It's like insulation around electrical wires. And the more myelin that you have on a pathway, the faster, clearer, and more automatic the signals become. So when you repeat a behavior, whether good or bad, that behavior, myelin makes it easier to do the next time. Now, how meditation builds myelin is that it involves a simple but profound cycle of 4 steps. 1, focus. You focus on your breath or your awareness or whatever your object of meditation is. The mind goes and wanders. The 3rd step is you notice that it's wandering. And the 4th step is that you return it. You return your attention on the focus of your object of meditation, whether it's breath or what it may be. The moment of noticing and returning, that's the key. Every time you go through these 4 steps, this cycle, you strengthen the neural circuit for awareness and self-regulation. And you focus on the present, which is your object of meditation. Myelin is that fatty, insulating substance that wraps around the neural pathways in the brain. It wraps those circuits, making it progressively easier to return to awareness and harder to be pulled into thought or reactivity. How does myelin improve meditation outcomes? Well, myelin strengthens the brain's attention networks. Over time, staying present, focusing on your meditation, it becomes more natural and less effortful. Practice, like a meditation breath practice or a mindfulness practice, creates loving kindness, self-inquiry, and it activates your emotional regulation circuits. And this myelinization helps to insulate those circuits, thus reducing reactivity, increasing calm. As compassion circuits are repeatedly activated, they become more natural. This is why long-term meditators tend to embody effortless warmth, patience, and compassion. They've grown myelin. Meditation often gives us temporary moments of clarity or stillness. It's the myelin that helps transform those short-lived states into long-lasting traits. It's how change is made. It's how change takes place in how we live, perceive, and respond to life. What we return to repeatedly becomes a way of life. It's consistency that builds myelin more than intensity. Neuroscientists emphasize that frequency beats out duration for myelation. This means that a 5 or a 10-minute daily meditation practice is more transformative than a 1 hour once a week meditation. Science and the sages tell us that small, mindful moments throughout the day accelerate growth. Every return to presence, every return to focusing on the breath is like another Myelin brushstroke on the brain. How does the spiritual and the scientific integrate? Well, the ancient sages teach that, quote, you become what you practice, unquote. And neuroscience now explains what the ancients knew. The ancient sages taught that you become what you practice. And neuroscience now explains how. Each moment of awareness literally changes the brain's structure. Meditation doesn't just calm the mind. It upgrades the nervous system. And myelin is that bridge between practice and transformation. In closing, let's review what I've been sharing. Myelin growth supports meditation by strengthening the neural circuits of awareness, the neural circuits of focus, compassion, inner peace, etc. It makes those states more natural, more stable, and eventually effortless. Meditation is not just spiritual. It is a form of physiological self-evolution. So, let's do a 5-minute breath meditation now. Thank you.